Want to welcome everyone into the PowerTrade. My name is Ted Posobiec. Go ahead, take a look at this disclaimer here. And I'm not a financial advisor. I am a full-time day trader. I mostly trade stocks, or a little bit of stocks, mostly trade futures. Just to remember, there is risk in trading, so don't trade money that you can't afford to lose. The PowerTrade trading format. We'll go through this. This is a 20-minute session on a new topic every week. Live trade for about 10 minutes, and then join me in a 20-minute interactive mastermind. Is this microphone on? If your computer has a working microphone, you may be asked to join in on the conversation during the mastermind. Your participation is very important and will help accelerate your learning curve. Each mastermind includes wins. Tell us about your best trade of the week so far. Lessons. What did you learn this week that would benefit others? Q&A. What can we help clarify that will help you be a better trader? About WINvesting. Established in early 2009, we've helped thousands of traders like you in over 53 countries around the world. Our focus is to help you get real-world profits without risking hard-earned cash. We do this via our 6 steps profitability path, so you can learn virtually risk-free and stress-free in a virtually risk-free and stress-free environment. For more information, go to www.winvesting.com. You can find more about that. About your host, my name is Ted Posobiec, Chief Trading Strategist at WINvesting.com. Professional day trader, primarily futures, like I've said. I do dabble a little bit in stocks and ETFs. I also host the daily E-mini Insider Trading Room at WINvesting. Quick housekeeping notes. Replays. We are recording this and we'll post the replays as soon as possible. Participate. Your active participation will help you reinforce what you learn. Send in a topic for future power trades to support at winvesting.com. Again, if you have a topic that you'd like to go over, please send it into support at winvesting.com. Part 1 in our trading, using a select Fibonacci level to find targets and reversals. Overview. What is the Fibonacci extension tool? Why use it? What I'm not going to get into? Which retracement levels I use? How to use and modify this simple tool. Every trading platform should have the Fibonacci extension tool. I know there's a lot of people out there that have it, they use it. I'm going to show you the way, maybe you don't know how to use it. I'm going to show you the way that I use it and modify some of the numbers, take some off, and we'll go into that. What is a Fibonacci extension tool? It's a common drawing tool found on most trading platforms. Here's what it looks like on NinjaTrader. I'm going to go ahead and bring up a chart and show it to you real quick. And I'm going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it in depth here real quick. This is the tool I'm talking about. That's how I have the parameters set up right now. And we'll go into getting it, how to use it later on into the learning session here. Why use it? I use the Fibonacci extension tool to find possible profit targets. Question: if you can use this to find targets, what else can you use it for? Anybody? If I can use it for a target, what can I use it for other than using it just to find targets? Jim's got it. Pays Barry, you're almost there. Yep, yeah, you got it, Barry, sorry. Yep. Faye, got it. Sonia, got it. Jim, halfback. I use it for a possible entry, retracement, not just for the profit targets. If you can find a target there, you can also look for a possible reversal. Very good. If you said a possible entry or reversals, you're right. What I'm not going to get into, I'm not going to go into I'm not going to get into what Fibonacci is and how it's calculated. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care what it is. It's a tool that works. If you want to know more about Fibonacci, what it is, check it out on Investopedia article at www.investopedia.com/articles/tech. It'll be put up into the box here. You can find out. When I say I don't care what it is, I have looked into it. It can be pretty in depth. I don't want to get into that. All I know is the numbers work, and that's what I'll use. Which retracement levels I use? The common Fibonacci retracement levels are 61.8, 100, 38.2, 61.8, 200, 238, and 261.8. Those are the common ones. I don't use all of them. You can if you like, but what I like is the fewer the better, so it doesn't mess up my charts too much. I use the 68.1, 100, 161.8, and the 200 level. Those are levels that I use. How to use and modify this simple tool. To use the Fibonacci extension tool, you'll need to apply it on your chart first, and I'll show you exactly how I do that as soon as we go to a chart there. In NinjaTrader, you can select the Fibonacci tool with either the toolbar shortcut if you have that, or the drop-down toolbox. And I'll show you what I have. I have the shortcut toolbar. If you don't have that, you can go to the toolbar, the tools for the drawing tools, come down and hit the Fibonacci extension. Along with that, if you took the time to learn the shortcut keys, you can use the F9, and that will get you the tool on the chart. I'll just set it here for now and pull the chart out of the way. The shortcut key, the F9, is real quick. It's a lot faster than using the shortcut toolbar also. For other formats, check your help section. You should be able to find it. It should be in the drawing tools. Look for it there. Continued to remove unused fib levels and to modify fib levels. I'm going to go into the toolbar here and show you how I do that. Once I have the toolbar up, like I already have, right here, I'll double click it and bring up a properties box. And in this box here, the numbers, I have changed some of them out that I don't use. With NinjaTrader anyway, what you do is check the box. Let's see if I have a extensions. It's the same thing here. Let's say I want to take this and put the 32 on. I just check the box, go to Manage Template, and hit Save on whatever one I'm using. If you have a number that you like that is not in here, what you would do, let's take this 61.8 and make that Let's go to 75. And to save that in a template, manage template, and I would save it in the extensions or save it as mod. Just something that you remember that you had changed that. So I'm going to save that. You can change the colors here also to any color that you like, and the width of the bar that's right along here. So I'm going to hit OK, and let's put that that 75 is down here. Let's change the color of that. The 75, let's put that a yellow, and let's go with a dash. Really make it different from the others. You can see that's there. Now when I go draw this tool, it goes back to the original or the default. So if I, because I didn't save it as a default, I didn't want it as a default. So for extensions, so mod, if I can find it, mod extensions, go there, do that again, mod extension. Oh, it's because I didn't save it as with the yellow. It is there, it's right here. Let me do that again, 75, let's go to dash, yellow, and I need to manage that, and we'll save it there. Remove. Now it will come up to be the right size, and it still didn't. Oh, because I got to go back. That's why I just leave it at default right there. So you can change any of the numbers that you like to whatever you want, but just have to remember that you have to save it as a template and go back to it, or make that your default template. I've went into the next slide already. How to apply the tool in an uptrend. What you have to do is you'll have to click from the bottom of the price of a wave or whatever you're looking at. If you're looking at a swing, a wave, a double top, double bottom. If you're going to go for an uptrend, you want to start at the bottom, drag your tool to the top where price is, and then you have to come back down to where it made a low, because it has two lines on it. So right here, let me open up the chart bigger. Definitely got a good downtrend. So let's take, maybe I'll find it better on a, we'll just use this 1 minute chart. Doesn't matter what chart you use it on. But we'll go from this swing here. I'm looking for a long. So we're going up here. I want to see this swing here. Let's say I'm looking for the long into this area here. And I do find an entry around this area. I want to know where my possible targets are. So I'm going to draw the tool from the bottom, and I click once at the top, and then I drag it down to the bottom here and click it again. So it's just down, up to the top, bring it back down, and there's your, if you were looking for the area here, I'd be looking for a entry off the 21 EMA and possible target here at 61.8 and the 100% retracement. This level here is the 100% retracement of this pullback. So it comes up here. If it comes up here again, I'm looking for a short, a possible short. Get a target here and come back down. Usually I'm excited about getting the target, and unless I'm looking for that short right off the get-go. And it happens again over here at the 100% off this run. Anybody have any questions on how to put this on your chart? Bill likes the 74.5. Let me see. I've used that number. I'm not using that one right now. No, I have used that number. I don't remember where I've gotten it before. No questions there. With the toolbar, that Jim, I just lost your question here. They say that if you enter on a retracement less than 50% is a higher risk entry. What's your opinion? I usually don't enter on a. I want to see the tool. Using this tool, I want to see it come up to a, or come down to. If I'm looking for the short target, I want to come from the top, work down, come up. I want to see where there might be a double top or double bottom, and I'd have to look to the left. I'd like that. I like it to line up with something else. To me, I haven't tested the less than 50% retracement. I take, using the regular fib tool, I'll take a 50% retracement. It just depends on how you're using it and where you're pulling the fib from. I would take a 50% retracement off this one here. That's 1030. Bring it down to the next swing. Comes here, down. As for taking them any less than that, I don't even have it on. This is what I have here for my regular fib tool. I got a zone area, and the 74.5 just in between here and this one here, 65.5. Those are modified numbers. Just the area that I'm looking for. That's it. I don't normally take them less than. I hope that answers your question there. What I'm using for my moving averages are EMAs on this chart, 9, 21, and a 50. All right, let's go back to the slides here. If you have no questions on how to use that, I'll use it, like I say, to find targets or a possible area for a retracement or possible place to re-enter a trade. We've already looked at how to use the tool. If anybody has any questions on that, again, please let me know. That's an indicator. It's a shortcut indicator. Some of the websites have it that you can grab it. It's a free indicator. Even NinjaTrader might even have it. I don't remember if they have it. Big Mike's would have it. I believe that's where it actually came from. I use a NinjaTrader platform. So if you learned these here shortcut keys, F9, I'll just hit F9, and it's a little it is actually faster. Just remember when you're using the tool, F9, I want to go a short, I'll find a swing. I got a, what I'm calling a swing is I got an area here, we got a swing here, but I can also use this one here. It broke up above this particular candle right here. Looking at this one right here. And we get a pullback above the 9. So I want to see a possible target from this move down back up to here. Let's say I got in at 59, 69. So I'll draw my, come down, go up. Got in here, got the target at the 61.8. First target, second target at 100, and a 127 is coming up next. And then I also look down here to see a possible area here. With the time that's coming on, where this is coming in right here, right now, I'm going to go ahead and place a long here at the 127. I am doing, this is live. And there's 3 ticks. I'm happy with that. I'm going to try to get out of that. There. That's where I would use it for my, with this being a strong trend down and we're getting close to the 2 o'clock trade, you know what? That's pretty darn good. I think that's how I'd use that trade, that for the target. I did like the 21.7. Now, to use this tool, you can use, I would use both of them together. I use this tool, the regular fib tool, look for a retracement at the 50% or in my zone. I'd put a sell up here, up into the zone, maybe just a little bit above it. If I get in, I'm looking for a short, I would come back to this same area here, come using the extension tool. From here, this swing down, look at where my entry is, possible target here at 17. So using a 1 tool or off the swing, EMA, come down up to the tool, up to that point, and possible targets are right here. That's what I'm looking for. If price goes way past those, you are in a strong trend in that shooting past. You might, I'd be looking at volume spikes. It's not going to be just a stop sign. Though just because those lines are there does not mean that's where it's going to stop. It could push right on through. You can see that in different areas. Right now, this is pushing down. It got the 100% here. Could be looking for the, it didn't come up here. I like the this area right here anyway. I have to go back a ways to find it. Right at 90. And get it back up to 51 even. A little too close for a trade here. What I just did was showed you how to gauge it beforehand. My entry is here. My entry's right here. And I'll take and use this swing here. We're down at this level here now. That's where my entry is. Or let's say I already got into the trade. Let's say I was in the trade right here. Not much of a pullback. Does that make sense to you? All right. That's how I'm gauging it. It just depends on where you're doing it. Now, if you're already in the trade, it comes down close to 50, the 100. Get in, lock in your profit. Maybe right at the 61 or just below your entry, a few ticks. That's what I do because I don't care if I leave money on the table. I'll just get in again. Makes no difference. Get some more real estate here. Play around with the tool. If you have numbers that you like, that you use maybe from another room, plug those numbers in there too. Some of you that are in my room know the two that I use. I don't use it on the extension tool. I'm mainly looking for targets and entry points, and those that are standard with with any of the platforms are pretty good. I have changed them to different numbers. Like say I want a 110% move. I have put 110 in. That's a good number. I do like it. But what I have noticed is I had so many. You can see how many templates I have. I just have too many. And what I've over time, these are all different templates. And over time, what I have figured out that, well, if I'm looking for the 110, I just kind of figured out maybe put it down a couple of ticks below it or above it, just depending on what direction I'm going. You can do that, but put in the numbers that you like after back testing. If you find that it doesn't hit the 100%, maybe it hits 90. Use 90 instead. This is all good for paper trades. Is that a question or is it a statement? We have the 2 o'clock trade with things that I have seen. I like the short here at this swing right here. I don't see anything for the downside. But I'm going to go ahead and sell here, buy here, and I'll get ready to short it if it comes up. And stops here right at the 50 EMA and this swing line. So I might grab one tick. I'm trying to get this right here. There's 29, 30, 31 is what that should be at. Open it up. 31, 97. Now last Wednesday during news, today was an oil report day. Also, if you have not rolled over to the 617 contract, you might want to do that now. It's going up, Robert says. I see it consolidated right now. I can't tell what way it's really wanting to go. If it does go up, it's harder to find a target going to the upside using the tool, especially when the price is coming down. You still could do it. Comes up here, gets down here. I would say, Robert, daily pivot at 53. Well, if it comes down, then we could also reverse it right at 53 then. If it does come down, I'll be looking at 80, 60, 40, 20. You look at this 50.02 possible. But with the market that had crashed down like this right after the news, shortly after the news, I do expect it to come back up, get back up here in some area. And sometimes this trade just takes quite a while for it to end up getting you in. I'll take it twice. I have taken it more than that. Jackie, how's that? What's what? How's what? Why I would look at targets at 80, 60, 70. There's 4 ticks. I've seen 3 again. And what do we got now? 281. Got a volume spike. Just because they are, I moved my target, meant to move my stop, because they're even numbers. It's going to come close to this 80. If it can hit the 80, it'll retrace a little bit and then continue down. I think it's coming down a little further. On that, I could have taken a small retracement to find out where the target was going to be. I really want to do this prior. Didn't get the 100%, did punch through the 60, so there's about 70% right here. Hope some of you guys got other stuff. Yep, other people's money. Did it go where you thought it was going to go, Robert? I think it's going to end up today, probably back up here somewhere. Still like that short here at 39. Just be 39.41, even the 50 EMA. Could come back up here around 85. Joe, this is just standard with the platform. It's a swing indicator. Oh, you were talking 53 up here. I was looking at 0.53. Chris. Yeah, it's definitely below the 53 up here. I don't have any daily pivots on any of these charts. It pops, it keeps going down. This is really strong coming down. Down 28 ticks. For the time trader, no, that's still a good one. The 1.6, I don't know what they did to that one. BB, no sound. Yeah, you should be able to get into the original site there and grab the update if it's there. I don't know what it is. Never paid attention to what I had. Let's see. BB might have to. Yeah, Joel, I think they. I did the reversal today on CL. Worked out good. I still think this. I still want it to go up because that's what I see all the time, except for last Wednesday. And I did take my notes here. Wednesday, news days, watch this thing keep going down. 20 ticks. Next week, I'll try to go for 20 plus ticks. Still using the same stop. It was doing it before. As soon as I started doing this particular trade in the room, it stopped doing it. Then last week, I noticed it, and the week before, it did it again. And I will start using that, going back to it. I've already looked at my past notes, found out what they were doing, and we'll start doing it again that way. Dan, can you answer Robert for me? Technical stuff, sorry. Oil and gold were moving the same today. Watch this here for another minute, and I'd really like to find an area for a retracement here to use. But with this trend coming down pretty hard, I'd really hate to take a long. Keep taking it short until it fails. Once it fails, then start looking. It's probably going to go sideways. You guys that are out there, take a look at 415, between 415 420, and then 420 and 425 to see what. Take a look at it every 10 minutes or 15, and then 5 minutes after that. Take a look at what happens at 415, 420, and then between 425 and 430. About 445, it starts to, even a little bit before that, it starts to flatten out and volume goes away. All right. Hope if you did follow me, you either got at least what I got or better. Did anybody trade the oil report today? How did you do on that, Joel? I got $100 off from it. One contract, 4-tick stop, and a 10-tick target. We've already taken a look at some charts. I traded it, but couldn't get filled before the report came out. NASDAQ 150 to the downside. You took that at the oil report, Bill? Oh, NADEX. Brent? Oil? Okay. Richard got 185 on that. Good. The mastermind session, we'll start with that. Wins, lessons, and Q&A. Tell us what your best trades are so far this past week. If you have a microphone, let me know. I'll unmute you. Otherwise, just type it into the chat box. Again, come on in. Don't be afraid. This was a ZB trade from last week, although it ran into this week on the 13th. That was Thursday, so it was the day after the last PowerTrade. Very nice. I was real excited about this trade here, and I did do this in the room, in my room. Caught this trade. Nice setup, and it was a 50% retracement from where I drew the fib, came up, tapped it, went against me a little bit. Actually, it was right here. And the 50% retracement here, and it kept double topping, took a little heat, and then finally went down. Sweet move. Got it all. That was my best trade. Best trade win. That must be, you're talking, Al, you're talking options. Vic, the first 5-minute candle on oil was killer. You talking about the news or the open? Kenneth. Yeah. My ATM on ZB, I'm using 10 tick target or better with a 5 tick stop. Okay, the news. I was kind of late getting into that, so my fill was good. I was really expecting some positive slippage on that. I've had a couple other good, decent trades. I didn't happen to get shots of them. Couple of 20 tick runs on CL. Robert, I have a lot of different trade setups that I do. I have a London swing trade setup, time trades, bond trades. They're pretty much time. I use fib levels on the ZB. I have a 610 trade that I'll do. Everything has its time and place where I do it. Volume spike trades. I got into a couple of those today. Well, some of them worked, some of them didn't. I'm happy to be up where I am today. Could have been down. Jim, I'm not familiar with the tunnel trade. You saw it on the site at a webinar video. I'm not familiar with it. It might have been from I don't necessarily use the Robert. I don't necessarily use the fib extension tool as a target or a entry. I use it mainly for the entries, but I have used it to use that as a reversal. Usually I have areas that I want to go to. If they line up and I have it out, yes, I will take that as a reversal. It's something that you'll have to look at, backtest. Now, the best thing I can say is, let me pull up a chart here. And let's say if I come in, this here is going to be a real good one here. I come in the morning, take a look at what happened overnight, and let's make a line here so I don't go over it. We'll use that line right there. What I want to do is, let's say I want to look for possible entries up here or targets. Like I say, whatever can be used as a target can also be used as an entry. I'll come down here, and we're looking for the long side here. And of course, this one here, it's already hit. Came in here, hit. Now you might want to have that 70 area, but what I'm looking at here is I got a double top now right here. Take it short. I have those levels up above me for areas to short it, but if I was in for a target, I could use it for a target also. I prefer to probably take that as a short. But we also have the downside. So find an area here, and that's a double top. You could run it down here, bring it back up, and that gives you an extension to the downside. The 61.8 inside this range here, I would not be interested in. Do like the 100% because that's, you got a double bottom here. The 127 for the upside, and then you can trade in between these levels also. Does that kind of make sense to you? You got it. Good. Usually I don't see this kind of a movement, which it's pretty good. So if I can use it as a target area, I can also use it as a entry. Yes, this is being recorded, Scott. Hope that clarifies some of that up. Take a look at it on your own. I only have so much time to show this. I do like the tool. I've used it quite a bit. Have been trained by a real good teacher on Fibonacci about 4 years ago. He uses more numbers than I do. What did you learn this week that would benefit other traders? If you have a microphone, again, let me know. I'll unmute you. Otherwise, type it in the box. Anything that you've done that last week, I cut a water line. So I had a lesson learned. I don't care if it's trading. I'd prefer it to be trading, but that interrupted my trading time when I did that. I missed the 2 o'clock trade that day. So if you have a microphone, turn it on. I do have something that I learned. I've taken trades at home now after 6 p.m. And I was talking to my wife about a trade that I was getting in, explained everything to her, why I put that out there, and if I was triggered into the trade, I was just going to let it run. And the most I could lose, I was trading bonds, the most I could lose would be just a little bit more than $150, just one contract. I said, but I'm going for $1,000. And when I get up in the morning, wherever it's at, either I'm out of the trade or in the profit. Whatever the profit is, I will go take it out. So we sat down, watched some TV, and I went to see if I got triggered into the trade. And I see my screens were blank. You have a laptop with 2 screens. And I got up, looked at it, and the computer said it was restarting. What I have not done with that computer was select the do not install or update, and it timed out. It updated and shut down the computer. So if you have a trade on, and what happened is shut everything down, shut Ninja down. So I'm sitting there with a live trade open, and was almost going to come to the office here to see if I could get it pulled, stopped. I had my phone numbers ready to call the broker, which would be kind of something I didn't want to do. I waited for the computer to come back on, and this took about 5-10 minutes. So I was in a trade that, if I was in a trade, I would not have known the result. I could have been down, would not have had a stop. I would have been in the trade with no stop and no target. So once the trade came, once the computer got back up, started the Ninja, and seeing that my order was still sitting there, was not filled. So I decided to remove the order and check. I couldn't find out how to get the computer not to do that again. I have found out now, so I'm going to check that and get that computer up so that does not happen again. I do not want anything happening without me knowing it. I don't want an update. You don't want an update when that computer, when you have a trade on, you don't want that computer to do things that you don't want it to do. No, Kenneth, I have not tried the 8 p.m. oil trade. I will look at it. I can't say I haven't looked at it. I have taken it before in the past. But I kind of like the bond trade. Gold works pretty good at a little after 6 o'clock also. Yeah, Robert, I was real lucky on that. So I thought all my computers were set up the same. That laptop, I have reinstalled everything and just missed it. I've never seen it do that before. Dan, there might be a question there that you can answer for me. How many times have I blown an account? More than I would like to say. I've probably blown, I can tell you this, I blew 3 accounts in 1 week. And I have, good thing there was, you know, you have to wait a day or two before you, the money gets back in to do the account. 3, probably about 8 accounts total. Some of them were pretty good. I know I've lost with one group, I lost $10,000. Another group, I lost, I was going over that, $20,000, 25,000. But I learned lessons in each time I had done that. If I had listened and started from the beginning, I probably wouldn't have lost that. I was trading stuff that I was not supposed to be trading, or really not supposed to, but learn how to trade before getting into it, getting into that particular market. Okay, a strong and a weak trend. Well, using that 1 minute chart, it's kind of hard to find a pullback. Let me get the 1 minute chart up. When the trend is coming down here, you grab some of them, but I'm really not getting enough, a big enough pullback. Right down here, that's a strong trend. You don't get a big enough pullback. You do get them here, where you can actually see them. You want to see it come up. But this one here is pulling away from the 9 EMA. I don't have a pullback. I get one here, and then to bring it down. This one here I can see a little better on the 610 chart. If you can't see it on the 1 minute chart, which may be too fast for some, I've got all of these here. Every one of these can be used. Then from this one, just keep laying them on. You can see them. Let me get rid of these. How to remove these. Go to your toolbar here, select all. It'll remove all your drawing tools. You come up here and you can remove it using that tool here. And what I usually do on myself to remove that tool, we have this. Let's come down here, pull back. You get it to the close to the 21 targets areas here. And what I'll do to remove it without going to the toolbar, the sidebar up there, click on it and I hit delete. Make sure that you have the little dots on it. You can see the little squares here and delete. Did that help you? Thanks, Kenneth. Thanks, Ted, for presenting this PowerTrade session. It contains valuable information and help. The live trade is a great part of the webinar. What lessons did you learn can help others have an easier time in the business? Yes, thank you, Kenneth. Thanks very much. The drawing box. How did I get the drawing box? The sidebar came from Big Mike's Futures IO. Thanks, Dan. The pivot, this doesn't have it on here. It's set for a 5 strength. 4 would work too. All right. I think we've gone through a lot of this already. What can we help clarify that'll help you be a better futures trader? Joe, did that there would have been a question for this area here. Did that help you on the swing? Good, good. I think I don't even remember if that's something I changed before, or if that's standard. I just put it on and use it as it is. Some indicators, ones that I like changing myself are MAs. I'll change those around to whatever I feel like using, or whatever works. Whatever's working for me at the time. If I use Top Step, do you need to pay for the license? You're talking about NinjaTrader license? You can use while you're testing. They'll give you a NinjaTrader platform to use. You use their license. Once you're funded, you will have to get they have different platforms to trade from. I've always my first platform that I bought was NinjaTrader, so that's what I stay with. Once you're funded, you'll have to decide which platform you're going to trade. Personally, I recommend NinjaTrader. The only reason why I say that is because that's what I'm using. I'm used to using it. Every platform will have a learning curve. Yes. All right. If there's the next step here, where to go from here, review your notes and take action on at least one thing you've learned. Visit us at www.winvesting.com and check out the profitability path. Send in your feedback and suggestions for future episodes at support@winvesting.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. I really appreciate all the good comments that everybody has put out, and thank you all for joining me. Take a look at the WINvesting site, and hope to see you next week, maybe even in the room. Hope everybody got their questions asked. If you did not, please write them in. I'll keep it open just a little bit. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, Jim, Robert, Mike, Barry, everybody. Really, Robert, when you come into the room, you can speak to me any way you want. You need the mic open now, or do you want to do that on a one-to-one? I don't normally do that. Just a second, I got to get a drink. I open up my room with the mic. Why don't I trade Forex? A lot of it had to do with the way it was taxed. And I just got into futures first. The other Robert. I tried probably about 3 weeks for Forex. Lost your audio. We'll be sending out a video. We'll be sending out the video. And if you lost the video, I just posted it in there. Sorry for the loss. And I will be saying goodbye and have a great week and weekend coming up. Everybody have a good one. Bye.